Yo, yo, here we go. So, what are these orange marks here? Again, this is not, in my view, space doesn't exist, okay? So, this is not an astronaut suit. If anything, it could be a pilot suit or a deep sea diving suit. I just don't, we don't know. Um, you know what I mean? Looks like a deep sea diving suit, but again, it doesn't matter. We know space doesn't exist, so it's not for that. NASA sees colonies on moon by 1978. 1978, folks. Where are they? Come on. Let's get realistic. Where are they? Why haven't they gone back? We don't have the technology. It's a painful process trying to bring it back, is what Don Pettit, astronaut, says. Look it up. Again, they can't go to the moon now. They don't have the technology. But from 1968 to 1972, they went 6 fucking times and had no problem at all getting through the Van Allen radiation belts, which they say they can't do now. Hint, hint. They're telling you they never did. And it's embarrassing that you even have the new guy, Elon Musk. He still hasn't gone to space, folks, because it doesn't exist. There's problems, you know what I'm saying? Again, if you can go 6 times within 1968 to 72 with ColecoVision memory or whatever the fuck, not even that. But they can't do it now. They don't have the technology, but they had it back then. They had the technology back then, but you don't have the technology now, and it's 2020. It's 2020, folks. It sure is. Hard to believe. Okay, what you're seeing here is a mirage. What you're seeing here is real. What? Again, what you're seeing here is real, and what you're seeing here is CGI, computer-generated images. It's ridiculous. If you believe this fake cartoon picture here, then, you know, I could sell you a bridge. Motionless Earth. This is what we see every night. Earth doesn't spin. It's just a celestial wheel in the sky keeps on turning. It's the celestial chandelier above us, folks. Okay? They're all fixed, but that's why they all turn the same. And make this. Because they're fixed to the chandelier, and when it turns, they all turn together. Again, they all turn together. Except for the few that are the wandering, the days of the week. Stars. You know, Monday Mars, what is it again? Sunday is, Sunday, Saturday, Saturn. I mean, the days of the weeks, lights that move. They do move. And then again, they're telling you all this crazy shit again. Again, look, they're telling you this, that you're flying through space. Again, this is crazy. You're flying through space. I'm not kidding. This is what they're saying. You're flying through space here. The sun is, and then we're orbiting around it. But it doesn't get, let's not stop there, folks. Again, more conflicting speeds and directions against each other. Again, we're supposed to be going around the sun. Then the sun's supposed to be going around the Milky Way galaxy. Again, they want you spinning around shit all the time, okay? They want to spin your head. They got you spinning around the sun. Then they got you and the sun spinning around the Milky Way galaxy. 250 million years to do that. You're going to collide with, again, they're telling you that you're going to collide with a sister galaxy, Andromeda or some shit, okay, or whatever the I don't remember. I don't remember that fake shit. That fucking cartoon fake shit. So you're saying sometimes gravity makes things stick to stuff, and then sometimes it makes it orbit around stuff? That totally goes against sticking to stuff. Orbiting around stuff goes against sticking to stuff. UN flag, flat earth map. Flat earth, reality. Sun and moon go around this way. In fact, all the stars go around clockwise. The chandelier itself spins clockwise. Water doesn't curve. Earth is 70% water. Earth is flat. I mean, you should be able to immediately come to that conclusion. When your news tells you a comet's heading towards Earth, I'll be like, Earth is flat, you retards. Nothing's going to hit us. We're not flying through space. It's ridiculous. If we accounted for Earth's curvature, planes would crash, flying ordnances would miss targets, radar would be useless, and all architecture would be wrong. Again, here you have the sun's reflection. That's the sun walking on water, okay? Okay, that's the only thing that makes sense. Like a dude walking on water, where does that even make sense? That doesn't even make fucking sense that a real dude walked on water. And after the fact that the sun did and was told for thousands of years and we glorified for walking on the water. By the way, again, because it's fed to him from day one like this. And that shit sticks. That programming fucking sticks. Again, you have the celestial North Pole here. And everything revolves around it, above us. Here's how the rockets without enough fuel traveled through space, where combustion and thrust are impossible, and landed on the moon, where no crater was formed under the lander, which then took back off and met up with another rocket that then shot back to Earth and entered the Earth at 36,397 feet per second and was slowed down to only 22 miles an hour with the measly 3 parachutes. Again, this should be your reaction. Laughing your ass off. That guy makes a great laugher. Satellites are real, but they're floating on balloons, not in orbit around a ball. The only way a satellite could loiter is to be a hot air balloon. Again, this shit could never work on a ball doing 17,500 miles an hour. That's 17 times faster than a speeding bullet that goes at a rifle bullet of 1,000 miles per hour. Faster, 17,000 miles an hour. And you're going to receive and transmit data like that? How? You can't. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely... The people just aren't thinking about what... They're just not thinking about the crazy shit they're being told. They're not. Are you ready for the fake alien invasion? Project Bluebeam. All this space talk, this fucking bullshit, man. God, it's another way to squeeze you blind. These retards think they're NASA's squeezing us $20 billion a fucking year, man. It's ridiculous, dude. Go look at that NASA video I just made. What the eyes cannot see, the Nikon does. The sun never goes below the horizon. It fades away into the vanishing point. Again, you can follow the sun. If you could go fast enough, you can follow the sun, and it would never be dark. It just circles above us, round around, above the flat Earth, very close to the surface. It leaves hot spots. Proof of locality. To all you crazy meme-loving, truth-seeking, lying, corruption, exposing people on my friends list and my subscribers, I'm with that shit. And by the way, shout out to all the meme makers that make all these memes, by the way. You're the best. If it weren't for you, who knows what kind of retard videos I'd be making. I'm just kidding. A little bit. Okay, so how the SOFR channel works. A unique layer in the ocean where certain sound waves travel long distances due to a combination of pressure and water temperature. Blah, blah, blah. Impossible on a ball because, look, if you were trying to, they don't go around curve. They don't curve. And they don't go around corners to be able to receive and get information from hitting this thing. It won't work. It only works on a flat Earth. The water above is usually flat. I don't know what's going on here. It should be flat as fucking a pancake, but whatever. Like this line here. That's water, what water does. You'll never see... This has to be water moving in an ocean with the wind just going crazy. Again, this doesn't work. The only things that work... It's impossible. It's impossible. If the Earth is flat, why does the bottom of a ship disappear first? God. Because the bottom of the ship is closer to the vanishing line. /horizon or Horus I zone. They used to call the sun Horus. Where's Horus at? What hour is it? Where's Horus at? What time is it? They're just saying, what time is it, okay? Again, attributing to these things as gods, all that's bullshit. That's all the concepts put in your head to get you to worship shit, okay? That concept in your head that beings are higher than you and all that crazy shit. It really fucks with your head when you think there's a higher power than you. It really fucks with your head. I mean, you have a higher self, but that's you, though. You know what I'm saying? It's still you, though. It's not a separate entity in the clouds in heaven somewhere. It's fucking crazy, the shit they come up with. The error in perspective, which is almost universally committed, consists in causing lines dissimilarly distant from the eye line to converge to one and the same vanishing point, whereas it is demonstrable that lines most distant from an eye line must of necessity converge less rapidly and must be carried further over the eye line before they meet it at the angle 1 minute, which constitutes the vanishing point. Very good illustration of the differences given in figure. False or prevailing perspective would bring the lines A, B, and C, D to the same point, but the true and actual perspective. See how this appears to get smaller, but we know these are all the same and same distances apart. But the fool on the hill sees the sun going down. In the eyes in his head, see the world spinning round. It's flat, folks. Challenge your deception. Challenge your deception. Again, I was going to Titusville High School at the time. I think I was in 10th grade when this happened. And I was at around lunchtime, so I was outside watching this shit. I watched it explode. My mom was a secretary at Lockheed, completely compartmentalized, obviously. And I called her up and shit, and she was okay. But we thought people died in this shit, okay, folks? Again, the etheric parasites, whatever you want to call them, demons, I don't know what the fuck they are, but they fed like a motherfucker on everybody's emotions when people thought these fuckers were dead. But they weren't, but they still ate. People still believed that they were dead with no proof. Believed. Lie is right in the middle. They lied to themselves when you believe. It's the enemy of knowing. They thought they were dead, and they cried. And they, oh my God, gnash their teeth and pour their hairs out of their heads and blah, blah, blah. God damn. These motherfuckers feasted. They're all still alive. Look it up. It's a fact. It's a fact that that's fucking that dude. I mean, it's a fact. These are the same looking people, man. And again, nobody would ever get on an exploding gas tank. You would have to be the dumbest motherfucker. If you understood physics, you would never, nobody ever gets in rockets. If you've ever seen them try to put rockets in the sky and how many they've exploded, you would never get in a rocket. Nobody ever gets in a rocket. Nobody's ever died in a rocket. Ever. Fucking ever. Stop following me. We're not related. Evolution is bullshit. People flying all over the world, straight and flat, for hours, and never, ever going upside down. Yet still they think they live on a spinning ball. It just goes to show you that you can pound people's head with lies over and over again, and they'll fucking buy it. They'll absolutely buy it. No problem. How a compass works on a globe, you'd have to cut through the earth to point to the magnetic north. This doesn't make any sense. They would never work. If you were down here, how the fuck, it would point through you'd be like, your compass would be pointing in the ground. It'd be pointing towards the ground. You'd be like, what? Fucking go north that way, down into the ground there? Right? Down to the ground there? On a flat earth, everything makes sense. Everything is so easy and simple. You're not moving. And it's flat. And you're not moving. All that's craziness. And you're not curving. You're not curving down a ball or up a ball. Hold the compass flat and it points straight to the magnetic north. This makes perfect sense. And again, if I'm looking this way, if I'm looking this way, all right, I'm looking this way, and there's land there. So that means I can keep walking and walking. It still hasn't curved down. Should have curved down. I'm walking. Should have start curving down. It's not curving down. Should have started curving down. It's a ball, right? It's got to curve down from your feet. Can't come up to your eyes. Can never come up to your eyes. When is it ever going to fucking stop? When is it going to start curving down? At what point? Flat. At what point does it curve down into a ball? It doesn't. You keep walking, there's land. The reason you see land is because it's flat and you can keep walking and not curving down. Do you see that? It's flat. Again, if it was curving, these buildings would have to be tilting left or right. Where's the curve? They're perfectly perpendicular. Look that one up. Look up perpendicular. Perfectly straight up from the flat horizontal line. That's perpendicular. Again, look at the towers. Towers to the domes. Look at that mountain, dude. That was a building. Look at the roof over here, too. Bow. And again, it's a flat earth with a dome, a firmament. It's a pressurized system. It's not an infinite plane or anything like that because we have pressure systems, low pressure systems and high pressure systems. It's a contained physical barrier pressure system. It's contained. It's like a jar with that dude that was growing shit in a jar. It's like that. It's a water cycle, just replenishes over and over the same water. You never use it up technically. You just don't. Again, don't worry. It's just flying over the curve. Again, every plane, you should see the bottom of it when it flies over the curve. You should see the bottoms of planes. You'll never see the bottoms of plane going over a curve. You'll never see this. It's not curving. You'll never see that, ever. Condemnation before investigation is your admission to indoctrination. Again, where are these fucking satellites? Look at them all. Where are they in any spacewalks or pictures or anything they ever show? You never see this shit. You'll never see this, ever. The only satellite you'll ever see is that balloon one that loiters because it's flat and it's nothing spinning. That's how it can sit there in one spot and take video of you. You're calling it GPS? Are you kidding? How the fuck are you going to take a picture of anything down below when you're going, think, 17 times faster than a speeding rifle bullet at 1,000 miles an hour? How, man? People just aren't thinking, are they? And again, where are all these satellites? Why don't we see these UFOs and satellites cross the face of the moon like the planes do? We see planes do that. You absolutely see planes fly in front of the moon. You never see satellites or UFOs do that. Why? Nada. Your whole entire false reality and belief system is based on cartoon and computer-generated images. These are all fake. Go look at real images. Get a camera. Because you kind of do. I needed to do it for myself. I had to take my own camera years ago and go, what are these planets? Can you really land on these things, man? Can we see anything? Can we see that it's a terrestrial rock we can land on? Or is it translucent and you can see right through it and you ain't landing on that if you can see through it? Watch out for this right here, this pole. See this thing here? It's a globe. That's the proof of globe. That's all they got. Or some cartoons. Never a real picture. Photograph for real. These breathtaking views from the ISS, folks. Breathtaking green screenshots. Did you know, if the Earth were truly a 25,000 mile circumference sphere, pilots would have to be constantly dipping the nose of their plane down at a rate of 2,700 feet per minute if their aircraft were traveling were traveling at an average speed of 500 miles an hour. Otherwise, the plane and its passengers would find themselves at a whopping 160,000 feet higher than expected within 1 hour, within the first hour of flight. Again, planes are called planes because they fly over a flat plane. They never have to go down like this stupid shit. And again, if the Earth were spinning at 1,000 miles an hour, how the fuck is that plane gonna fucking land on that fucking landing strip if it's doing 1,000 miles an hour? The plane would be tossed and bashed into bits and pieces by the Earth. It would be like the Earth is like a baseball bat, right? And the plane's the ball coming and smash the fuck out of it. You're spinning so hard. Flat Earth pizza. I love this shit. Put Flat Earth on everything, folks. We're gonna wake these fucking retards up, okay, folks? And when I say that, I'm just kidding. They are retarded. It is the truth. And retarded means they're slow. They've been slowed down mentally. Doesn't mean that there's anything. They're still. It's just all that's all there is to it. They've just been retarded, slowed down, retarded. This is how the vanishing point works. No matter what, everything converges onto this point, folks. Everything does. Everything starts going this way, this way, this way. It does not matter. It goes down to that point right there, the vanishing point. That's how your eyes work, because you're in a hologram. Planes do not fly upside down. Gravity is bullshit. It's density and buoyancy. It's your weight being heavier than the air. This air inside here is buoyant. It has a buoyant force. It's so buoyant and light. It's so light compared to the air that it has a buoyant force that holds up this thing and people in it. That's quite a fucking force that they forgot about. Gravity has nothing to do with any of this shit. It doesn't exist. These objects aren't attracting each other. If objects attracted each other and gravity was real, then everything would be one ball. The opposite of the Big Bang. Right? Here we go. Officer Doofy. Officer fucking Doofy. Reporting for space duty. That's my boy. He can't wait to kill him some aliens. They should have milked that character, man. That guy was fucking fun. Okay. It's all a lie. See no evil, hear no evil. Speak no evil. Of course, they got it all. Whatever. And the joke is on you because, look, they've been doing this for years. Laughing in your face. Look at this. Are you kidding me? You don't see that they're mocking you here? You don't see that they're mocking you here? They're mocking you. Freemasons are mocking you here. And you don't see it, huh? Seawater temperature on the flat Earth. Again, this is the seawater temperature on the flat Earth. And you're going to see where the red is. That's the path of the sun. The red. Where it's the reddest is the path of the sun. On a globe, the Mississippi would have to go up and over 11 miles of curvature. But since Earth is flat, it just flows downhill to the sea. Because it's heavier than the air. Water's heavier than air. For the most part, until it's separated so much that it's lighter than the air. And then it cools and condenses and rains again. Over and over again, same water. Same water's always been here. And again, what if the moon was the sun, and this event exploded everything, caused all these events, and anyway, that's another video. Sorry. And again, check this out. I'll explain it in another video. Look at the green screen. I mean, it's so fake. It's so ridiculous. Again, this should be spinning at 1,000 miles an hour. We've taken it. I did a screenshot of a globe head. That's Dr. Evil here. The globe falls right on his head, folks. Again, I had to get a screenshot. I was watching this Goldmember or some shit, right? Austin Powers. Funny shit. I mean, you know, this falls right on. I'm like this motherfucker. Look, what a perfect fucking example of a globe head. Are they saying something here? I'm wondering. Am I reading too much into this? Are they saying something to us here? And again, look at the surface of the moon. It's been hit. And then it hit back and fucking melted all the buildings. I don't know. It's just a theory. But check out my playlist. The moon is a malfunctioned sun, and check it out. See what you think. And again, what you're looking at here is the moon. On this side here, it's lighting up. But it's not lighting up the way it used to. It's damaged here. This is all damage, man. This has clearly been damaged. You can see. In fact, this is going to be great. Oh my God. I'm going to wake some people up on this, right? All right. And again, this is a circle here, and it's got boom, boom. I just don't know. What are these marks, right? What is all these damages? I mean, look at that. Look at these big, deep holes. Look at these really deep hits. And look at the marks leaving it. Look at the marks. Like a circle here. Look at all these hits. Looks like hits. Deep marks here, deep in there. Mares, they call them. Deep mares. Look at that deep one. Hit here. Hit here. I mean, it looks like, to me, is a malfunction, damage. This right here is half of it is lit up. It's lit up. And it might light up more or it's going less. I don't know which way it's going. But this was probably a sun. It could have caused a flood as well. I don't know. It seemed what you would think was a flood. It made it rain for a long time because of the air was all hot and it all rose at once and it just dumped at once. That's your flood. I mean, that makes perfect sense. Again, you would have to have some type of flood if there was a big explosion. It would evaporate a lot of water. Not evaporating. That's totally inaccurate and incorrect. It would vaporize, turn them to vapor. It would turn them to vapor gas. And it would have to cool down when it rose because the temperature above is cooler away from the sun. Anything away from the sun, especially at that time of the day, furthest, it's going to be cool, much cooler. Because the sun is a heater. You can feel it heat up as it comes and goes. And again, look. This is all proof of dome. Proof of dome. These are all reflections of a dome. You cannot imitate or repeat this without a dome. This is a dome. It takes a dome to do this. See the dome here? It takes a dome to do this. Because you're in a dominion. A kingdom. Kingdom. It's all in the word. It's right in the language. Everybody knew it. You were in a dome. A dominion. A dome. Kingdom. King. You've been domed. You've been doomed. It goes on and on. Dominion. Domain. 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 Dome. Dome. Domain. I mean, come on, man. If the earth was flat, ships would sail off the edge. Would they, though? I like that. Anyway, please like, share, subscribe. Much love. I love you all.